Da 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 da. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm sure you've guessed already, we are diving into deep waters of toothy shark movies as I give you my top 5 shark movies of all time. Now, you will probably be aware that Jaws is the greatest shark movie of all time, and I don't even think it's open to debate. Jaws 2, 3, and even Jaws the Revenge probably also deserve a spot in the top 5 for their contribution to aquatic horror. So for the purposes of this list, I've put all of them in a league of their own. They're not in this list. This is the top 5 shark movies that don't involve Jaws. Because otherwise this is a Jaws list. Jaws 1, Jaws 2, Jaws 3, Jaws the Revenge, and then whichever movie I throw in, which is boring. So I'm going to give you my top 5 shark movies that are not part of the Jaws franchise. And I'm going to kick it off with one that's going to get you all in the comments going, well, that's not actually a shark movie. Technically, it's about a serial killer. And I don't care, because it's my list, and I'll put on it what movies I like to put on it. And I'm going to put on Dangerous Animals in my number 5 spot. This was released in 2025, and it is a real unique take on sort of aquatic horror. So it follows Zephyr, who's a kind of rebellious surfer girl, and she ends up held captive on a boat by a vicious serial killer, who's a psychopath and a shark-obsessed monster. And what he does is he captures people, he torments them, and then he feeds them to the sharks in a very ritualistic way while he films it. The movie's more about the struggle of being in this situation and more about this looming presence of this horrible man. But the sharks are there, and the sharks play an integral part of this story, and I think it's done really, really well. Jai Courtney as the villain is exceptional. He's truly menacing throughout, and if you're looking for something that twists this genre and dumps it on its head, then Dangerous Animals is for you. Coming in at number 4 is 47 Meters Down, and this is from 2017. I love this film. So this film is a nightmare scenario for anyone. So it follows two sisters, Lisa and Kate, as they go on a shark expedition. They go down in a shark cage, which sounds really fun. Like, that's a cool day out. Right up until the cable breaks and they end up at the bottom of the ocean. Their oxygen's running out. They're surrounded by hungry great white sharks because they've been chumming the water. And the boat that took them out isn't properly licensed, so drove off. Like, this is full of tension. It is sheer terror of being isolated deep underwater with no way out, limited resources, and let's be honest, if you do get out, you're getting eaten. This is one of the best shark movies. Despite some of the wonky CGI, the tension in this is exceptional. In at number 3 is a chillingly realistic movie which is Open Water, which came out in 2003. This is surprisingly impactful because it's based on true events, so it's a real horror movie. Like, it's really, really unsettling and horrible when you realise that this actually happened. So it follows a couple, Susan and Daniel, as they go scuba diving and they're on vacation. And long and short of it, the boat crew who've taken them out forget about them and accidentally leave them behind in the middle of the ocean. They're stranded miles from shore. It's shark-infested waters. They've got no hope of immediate rescue. They have to battle the wind and the rain and their dwindling sanity and also energy, and also the immediate threat of circling sharks that can see they're getting tired. It is a truly terrifying movie that shows just how vulnerable we are as humans once we're in the water, and it really gives you a movie that sticks with you long after the credits have gone. It's one of those movies you'll keep thinking about and you'll keep going back to, so definitely check that one out. Taking my number 2 spot is a bonkers, stupid, ridiculous movie that's incredibly fun, and that is Deep Blue Sea from 1999. Now, if Jaws is the classic, the granddaddy of them all, Deep Blue Sea is its genetically engineered, slightly weird cousin. So it's set in an underwater research facility where scientists are experimenting on giant mako sharks to find a cure for the Alzheimer's disease. The only problem is, in the process of doing this, they make them incredibly intelligent and incredibly violent. And they break loose and try to sink the underwater facility. This is a pure creature feature. It's more monster movie than it is shark movie, but it's got some really cool, unforgettable, over the top, ridiculous moments, and it completely embraces its premise of what it is. It is a action horror with giant sharks and LL Cool J, who has some of the best lines in any movie ever. So for this reason, it sits at my number 2. Now the number 1 spot, which I think may be controversial for a lot of people, but this is a movie that nails the solo survival aspect of shark terror, and it's The Shallows from 2016. So The Shallows puts one woman against a massive great white shark. It's Nancy, who's a medical student, and she, after the loss of her mother, she goes and finds this beach that her mum used to go to, and she starts surfing. And it soon turns into a nightmare when a shark knocks her off her board and she gets stranded on a small rock, I don't know, 300 yards from the shore. This is a masterclass in tension. It is not only the fear of the shark, it's the fact that she's injured and she's being baked by the sun with nothing to keep her company bar a little seagull who's called Steven Seagull, who's awesome and arguably the hero of this movie. It is all about resilience and just a sheer will to survive and a refusal to let this intelligent, ginormous predator win. It's visually stunning. Still today, it still stands up to a lot of scrutiny, I think. And honestly, it's a movie that had me on the edge of my seat from start to finish. So there you have it. That's my top 5 shark movies that aren't Jaws movies. And what do you think? Like, did I miss any you think should be on this list? Are any of these your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I talk about horror again. And in case you're wondering, it's almost every single day of the week a brand new video will drop, be it a review, a countdown, or something else. There's so much on this channel for horror lovers, so make sure you do hit that subscription button. And until next time, have a wonderful day and be safe in the water. Bye guys.